Ductless mini-splits are heat pumps. This means they transfer heat rather than create it. Heat pump systems use the refrigeration cycle to move heat from one area to another. The system is comprised of two main components: the indoor air handler, or head unit, and the outdoor condenser. There are copper and aluminum coils in both of these components that are connected by two copper lines called a line set. The line set allows refrigerant to run between the indoor unit and the outdoor unit. The mini-splits use a compressor that is housed in the outdoor unit to pump refrigerant between the two coils. This is the heart of the system and the part that draws the most power. When cooling a home, the mini-split uses refrigerant to absorb the hot air inside the house and transfer it outside, where it is released through the outdoor condenser coils. It does this by continuously changing the refrigerant inside the unit from a liquid to a gas, and then back to a liquid. The compressor basically compresses the refrigerant so that it goes through a phase change when it reaches the outdoor unit, allowing it to release heat so cool refrigerant can be circulated back inside the home and run through the indoor evaporator coil in the air handler. This is a simplified explanation, but you get the idea. This is the way all air conditioners work. But unlike traditional air conditioners, heat pumps can work in reverse. So, instead of transferring heat from inside to outside, they can do the opposite. This means they can heat your home with the heat they absorb in the ambient air around the outdoor unit and transfer that heat inside. Mini-splits manufacturers have developed units that can effectively provide heat in sub-zero outdoor temperatures. While these units are more expensive than standard mini-splits, they are necessary if you live in a climate that experiences extreme winter temperatures. Now that you understand a little more about the refrigeration cycle, let's talk about the indoor air handlers, or head units. This is what makes mini-splits different from other heat pumps and HVAC systems. Mini-split air handlers are great for heating and cooling single rooms and small spaces. These indoor units are entirely ductless and mount directly on the wall of your home. Most homeowners choose to install them on outside walls to make it easier to connect the line set to the outdoor condenser. We should note that these units do take up some space on your wall. While they are incredibly quiet, so much so that you likely won't even hear them while they are running, you will still be able to see them. Most homeowners don't mind the look of the indoor air handlers, but it can be a deal breaker for some. Because they don't require ductwork, they are easier to install and don't suffer from the energy losses associated with central ducting. However, heating and cooling large homes and spaces with a mini-split alone can pose a challenge. Mini-split units can connect multiple indoor air handlers to a single outdoor condenser. This means you can install one head unit in each room that requires heating and cooling. This setup works great for zoning in small and medium-sized homes. However, larger homes may require two mini-split systems or another supplemental form of heating or cooling. While mini-splits are more than capable of heating and cooling entire homes, there are some things to consider. For example, if you live in a cold climate and you need to heat a bathroom, you may want to explore ducted mini-splits that are able to provide heating in spaces where a ductless air handler simply isn't practical. Apart from the whole home HVAC, mini-splits are used for a variety of applications. We consulted an HVAC technician to talk about some of the most common uses for mini-splits in residential settings. 1. Air conditioning in homes with boiler heat. Homes reliant on boilers do not have existing ductwork, which makes installing air conditioning rather tricky. Mini-splits are often the best option for these homes, as they provide more efficient and effective air conditioning than window AC units and portable systems. 2. Master bedrooms can be areas in the home that require greater temperature control. This is where the mini-split excels. It can provide the desired temperature in a single room without affecting the rest of the home. 3. Guest suites are areas that benefit from their own temperature settings. A mini-split can be particularly beneficial here if the suite only needs climate control occasionally through the year. 4. Home offices are yet another space that might have different temperature requirements than your main living space. With more and more people finding themselves enjoying work-from-home positions, comfort in the home office becomes paramount. If you are working from a home office, you likely spend a significant amount of time there, and a mini-split can keep you comfortable without affecting the temperature of the rest of the home. 5. Home remodels often find it easier to install a mini-split than to add onto the existing ductwork of a central HVAC system. In some cases, the existing ductwork is simply inaccessible. In others, the current furnace and air conditioner are not sized properly for the increase in square footage, meaning the current furnace and air conditioner must be replaced and upgraded to account for the new space. Depending on the specifics of the remodel, it may be both easier and cheaper to install a mini-split in the addition. 6. Four-season rooms are often not connected to a home's existing ductwork. To make these spaces more comfortable and usable for the homeowner, a mini-split can be useful. 7. Garages and shed workspaces are popular mini-split installs because the system can provide both heating and cooling, making these spaces usable year-round. However, it should be noted that sheds and garages should be installed before installing HVAC equipment. Not only will garage installation save money on heating and cooling bills, but it will put less strain on your mini-split because it isn't heating and cooling air that is lost through poorly insulated walls. 8. Large homes with hot and cold spots sometimes use mini-splits to regulate temperatures in difficult areas. Depending on the setup of the home, it may be difficult to circulate air through the far ends, even with properly sized HVAC equipment. 9. Creating usable space in attics is yet another popular application for mini-splits. Attic spaces are notoriously difficult to maintain comfortable and consistent temperatures. Because of this, these spaces often become unused storage. Even with a good central HVAC system, you may need a dedicated temperature control to regulate an attic space. While they are more expensive to install, mini-splits are more energy efficient and effective than window ACs. The biggest benefit of mini-split systems is their energy efficiency. Despite being a fully electric system, they are one of the most efficient HVAC options on the market. They use their own integrated smart technology to reduce their energy output while maintaining your desired temperature setting. Their low cost of operation is a big factor in their rising popularity. Many energy companies are offering rebates and incentives for homeowners who install approved energy-efficient equipment in their homes. This is definitely something to look into if you are planning to install a mini-split in your own home. Mini-splits require minimal maintenance from homeowners and have a lifespan of 15 to 20 years. There are 2 air filters on each indoor head unit that must be removed and rinsed out roughly every 6 weeks. These filters are reusable and can be cleaned out in your kitchen sink in less than 3 minutes. The biggest drawback of mini-split systems is their upfront cost. Like most HVAC systems, they are not cheap to install. The more indoor air handlers you want to connect, the costlier the install will be. Again, if you live in a cold climate, you will need a system with a lower operation range. This unit will be more expensive than one that services less extreme temperatures. While mini-splits are useful for a variety of applications, they are not the right choice for every situation. They can certainly be used to heat and cool an entire home, but depending on the specifics of your home, there may be other HVAC options that would work better. Each home is different and requires a tailored HVAC solution to fit the needs of that space. For supplemental heating and cooling, you likely won't find a better option than a mini-split. For your entire home, be sure to look at all options before moving forward. We recommend getting quotes from 2 or 3 local HVAC companies and see what they recommend for your situation. If you need to find HVAC contractors in your area, use the link in the description box below. We also have a free cheat sheet with 28 tricks that can help you save on your electricity, heating, or cooling bill each month. Click the link in the description to download.